Hello, my name is David Valance. I'm the manufacturer's rep for the Triton AD waterproof sealant that you guys sell as part of your Triton waterproof system. I know that there's a lot of aspects to your system, but all I do is sealants. And so I wanted to share with you my approach to selling this particular product. I'm certain that from time to time, you'll have a customer say, hey, I don't want to use the Triton AD sealant because I've been using silicone or I've been using polyurethane for my whole working life. And what I want to do is provide you some ammunition for that situation, because the Triton AD substance, or the type of material that it's made of, gives you some real advantages over competitive products. Now, the first thing that I do is determine what am I competing against. Find out what type of product the customer would prefer to use over yours. Now, what you're going to run into to a large extent is either polyurethanes or silicone. And if that's the case, then you can really go to town with regard to the advantages of the Triton AD substance. The Triton AD waterproof sealant is made out of silyl terminated liquid polymers. Unlike polyurethanes, which are made up primarily of what's called isocyanates. Isocyanates are a known carcinogen. There's an odor associated with them. You also have to note how the product cures. Isocyanate-based polyurethane products cure by casting off about 30% of their mass. There is no cast off with the Triton AD waterproof sealant. It is 100% solids and doesn't lose any of its mass during the curing process. Consequently, it doesn't shrink. It just makes sense. If you're losing 30% of your mass, you're going to shrink. Simple. Now, it's my understanding that the Triton AD product, and I may be wrong, I don't know all of your applications, but you're primarily placing it along seams and then nail heads that are then going to be covered with another substrate. Now, that being the case, if it's an isocyanate-based product, it's got to be able to cast off its molecules in order to completely cure. That's not going to happen if you suddenly seal it in an airtight environment. Conversely, the Triton AD product can be covered in 2 hours. With polyurethanes, you got to wait for 24 hours. With Triton AD, 2. In 2 hours, it will have skinned sufficient and pulled in enough moisture to completely cure, even if you cover it in about 2 hours. I'm also certain that you're going to have customers, particularly DIY folks, who are concerned about indoor air quality. Why use a product that is potentially hazardous inside a house? Doesn't make any sense. Now, performance-wise, if you're using these products as a sealant, what you're looking for is ASTM C920. If a product has that designation, then it's going to perform the job that you guys are working towards in terms of waterproof sealant applications. Your Triton AD product, polyurethanes, and most silicones are going to have the ASTM C920 designation. So when you see that on a competitive product, point to that in your technical data sheet for the Triton AD and say, yes, we perform the same function, but we do it without hazardous isocyanates or odors associated with the curing process. We also don't shrink because we don't lose our mass. We're 100% solids with this product. Like polyurethane, silicone also has some potential health effects. Toluene, Stoddard solvent, other products, other substances like that are part of what makes up silicone. And as a result, there's an odor associated with silicone that particularly DIY folks aren't going to like. With your Triton AD product, you don't get that. And again, it doesn't shrink because it doesn't lose its mass. If go out and fill a tube of silicone versus a tube of Triton AD, you'll find that the Triton AD is much heavier. And that's because it's 100% solids. It's not going to lose any mass during the curing process. Long and short, they get what they pay for with this product, whereas silicone is going to lose part of its mass, much like polyurethanes. Now, I'm including with this video a PowerPoint presentation that kind of covers the details on some of this stuff. So if you want to study more, get more into it, and really be in a position to provide a consultative approach to the sealant used in your Triton system, read this material, not just the PowerPoint itself, but the supporting documentation and literature that I cite in the bibliography of the PowerPoint presentation. Now, finally, you've got an extremely versatile product in your Triton AD product. Obviously, you're primarily selling it for the Triton waterproof system, but if a contractor is purchasing this product, he can use it for a lot more. He can use it to seal the exterior of a window. This product is extremely well adapted to exterior conditions as well as interior. It's tough enough for the outside, but healthy enough for the inside. The next issue is price point. Now, I'm not sure where you've got this product priced, but I know where I've priced it to y'all. Based on that, and based on what I know about the pricing of materials that are on the shelf at Lowe's and Home Depot, you guys can really create a pricing advantage with this product as well, or at least make a really nice margin, which we as sales folks really like, don't we? To conclude, what you've got with the Triton AD waterproof sealant is a very versatile product. Can be used for a lot of different applications. It's going to perform the job that you are primarily concerned about in terms of being a sealant and not shrinking away from the substrate. It's also not going to cast off harmful chemicals during the curing process. You can cover it in 2 hours, so you don't have to worry about leaving it open while it cures and then covering it if you need to. You could even paint it in 2 hours if need be, or cover it with kilts or some other product. You can do that, whereas you can't paint silicone. You can't paint polyurethanes in 2 hours. You got to wait 24 to 48 hours to paint a polyurethane product. And finally, it's a good price point. You guys, I know the price point I've got you at. You're either making a really good price point or a lot of margin. I know that for a fact based on what I know about pricing in the sealant market. And the supply is solid. If you need a bunch of it quick, we can do that. Ask Pete at your office. We turned around an order from Tuesday to Friday in tubes with your name on them. I appreciate the business. If there's anything I can do to help you guys, I will. It's my job. Be glad to do anything I can help y'all do to drive demand for this product. Appreciate your business. Have a great day.